are back. We're still live at the Turning Point USA AmericaFest 2025, and I have an amazing special guest. You guys, this guest is very, very special to me because he has an up-and-coming book that we need to talk about. I am joined by none other than Casey Fleming. How are you, Casey?
I'm great.
You must tell the audience, first of all, Casey, you have a book that's coming out. I know a little bit about it, just a little bit, not a lot. And you guys, it's called The Red Tsunami. And I want you to tell the audience the whole premise of the book and why you wrote it.
The premise of the book is to get to the truth. There is no truth today.
No.
The truth is basically a facade. Nobody sees what the truth is. Only you see what's out there and what you see in front of you, and it's all a facade. It's engineered. It's propaganda, and you know it. The American people and all citizens in the world know that they're being played. They just don't know how. And when COVID happened, people said, "Is this for real?" It disrupted and destroyed everybody's lives, economics, everything, and killed a lot of people. But it disrupted everybody. And was it planned? Was there a big strategy behind it and so on? Will somebody stand up and tell us the truth?
Right.
And nobody ever did. And I've been waiting for somebody to write that book. Nobody would do it. And finally I wrote the book and I said, somebody has to do it. I run an intelligence organization, a private intelligence organization called Black Ops Partners. So I use counterintelligence to connect all the dots for people. So you got to get to the truth. We're the experts on this whole backstory.
Right.
And the story was not getting told, the truth was not getting told, and you can't move forward unless you have the truth.
Okay.
So I wrote the book. Honestly, it's not a book. It's a survival guide. And I wrote it to be the lightning rod to pull this country together because the people on our friends, our brothers and sisters on the left, they're just misinformed.
You think so?
I do. And the people on the right, the far right, they're just misinformed. And everybody else in the middle is misinformed.
Right.
And the book clears that up. Let me tell you, we all share a common enemy. That makes us brothers and sisters, okay? And so wouldn't you like to have the truth? It's not just the people in the center and on the right. Everybody deserves the truth.
Right.
And when you understand that the left wing and the right wing are part of the same eagle, then only that eagle can soar again. That's why I wrote the book.
Now, when you talk about us being in a war, I don't discount or disagree at all. You've done a lot of, like you said, counterintelligence as it relates to the CCP, the Communist Party based out of China. But there's some other key players in it as well. Talk to us about this concerted effort, particularly this plan, China's 2049 plan. I don't know much about it. It was my first time hearing about it today. Give us a Cliff's Notes version of what that is and why we need to care.
Chinese Communist Party came to power in 1949. So it's their 100-year plan to completely take over the world by 2049, their 100-year anniversary.
Okay.
They're well on track to overachieve that earlier. I actually have a quote. The world will be won or lost within the next 10 years. What does that mean? Yeah, the next 10 years, the world will be won or lost. What does that mean? That means the world will either be all communist or all free. This is the total war. This is for all the chips. This is the end war, the final war.
Right.
And that's what's going on. And this war is on the people. It's a people's war. It's declared that by the head of the Chinese Communist Party, Xi Jinping. So it's the people's war. And well, how is that? Well, drug warfare, fentanyl. By the way, the fentanyl today is 6 times more powerful than the fentanyl that was out 3 years ago.
So these are some of the weapons of choice.
These are the weapons of what's called unrestricted warfare. And there's many weapons or methods of unrestricted warfare. Again, the Chinese communists have redefined war not with military, but going after the people.
So are you talking about ideological warfare?
Everything.
Okay.
I'm talking everything. Fentanyl's not ideological.
No.
It's murder.
It is.
Because the ideology is they are being very successful in overthrowing the world order today, which is really based on freedom and liberty. They want to throw that out. And the things they have to throw out are capitalism. They have to throw out everything.
God, religion.
Everything. God, religion, family, father at the head of the family, everything that holds our society together. Their job, the communist job, is to completely erase all that stuff, and they're doing a very effective job to our younger generations.
They are.
Because they're programming the heck out of them. And let me just give this to you. I love to talk about this subject.
Right.
It's real simple. Marxism, socialism, and communism are all the same thing, just a different flavor of the same thing.
Right.
Communism is a religion. Most people don't understand that. And in communism, you have to worship the head of the state.
Right.
That is the only God. Little g, the only God. All other religions
worship.
are illegal. So that means if you believe in the real God with the big G,
You gotta go.
that means you've already made your decision.
Right.
So hold on. So that you've already made your decision. So that means you can't like communism. You can't like socialism. You can't like, oh, well, I believe in God, but I like socialism. No, you
No.
can't. It's either or. And if
Right.
you've already made the choice to choose God, the big G with the real God, then you don't have a choice. The choice,
Right.
you already made that choice. So the problem is your enemy wants you to think it's all noise and confusion and chaos,
Right.
and the lines are blurred. No, the lines are very straight. And by the way, when you're talking communism, if there is the communist God is the head of the state,
Right.
that means they're anti-Christ. And they
Yes.
are anti-God. So if you're anti-Christ and anti-God, who is that?
Satan.
That's our guy, Satan.
right.
Okay? So it's real simple.
That is an incredible summary that I believe is important to this audience. I don't know if you know, TPUSA Rise is committed to influencing the family and beginning with the foundation of faith in order to impact the culture. What are some practical tools that you can give this audience to not just, obviously we need to get the book so that we can understand the war that we're in, this spiritual battle on a cultural battlefield, but what are some practical ways to fight back?
Get everybody informed. That's why I wrote this survival guide. Get it in
Okay.
front, family, extended family, friends, even people on the other side of the aisle. You got 2 or 3 friends that don't use this as an olive branch, a discussion tool. Give them the book, give it to them. Give them
Right.
a gift. It's a gift from your heart. And then say, hey, you got 2 weeks, dude. And I want to sit down and I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you think about all this, okay? And you know what? They will be, I don't care what side they'll be on, they'll be enlightened. They'll be enlightened and you'll be closer to that person because now you're operating off of the same page and the
Right.
same sheet of music. That's number 1. Number 2, stop buying products from China. When you buy products online, you buy products at the store, look where they're made, and do not buy products from China. Why would you buy products from the Antichrist? And why would you buy products and fund your enemy that's killing you and your children, your way of life, and your society?
You know, for Americans that are so hell-bent on being consumers, how incredibly difficult that is.
I don't care. I do know how hard that is.
Right.
But here's the point. It's real simple. Why are you funding Satan?
Yeah.
You know what? That
it.
cute top off of DHgate, Temu, Shein.
Right.
Do you really need it that bad?
No.
Pay an extra $20 and get it from somewhere else. Philippines, Malaysia,
Right.
something like
Vietnam.
that. Vietnam. So, so nothing from China, especially anything from China, but especially technology and consumable items like food, cosmetics,
Right.
those kind of things. The second thing, fly that American flag everywhere. Show
Right.
that icon out there. Fly it everywhere, in your house, outside your house, your kid's backpack. Put a temporary tattoo on that kid. But also the Canadian flag, the Australian flag, the British flag. Let's take this free society back. This book is not written just for Americans. It's for every free citizen. And by the way, a lot of Chinese people want to be free as well. This book is written
Wow.
for them as well.
Well, obviously, a book like this wouldn't be even allowed.
There's
There's ways, okay.
a
okay.
black market.
I got you. Awesome. Well, as we wrap up, I'm grateful for the time that I've had to spend with you. You and I first connected while you were still doing research for the book. I happen to be a contributor as it relates to the Marxist infiltration, which is the same as communism. within and how the Black community was used and subverted to push this agenda.
100%.
So it is wide sweeping. So first I want to thank you for reaching out to me and to Vince.
No,
Vince is
thank
in the
you.
book as well. Listen, I was glad to just even play a small part. I've done an endorsement. It's got my full-throated endorsement, you guys. Tell the audience how they can secure a copy of the book and when it comes out.
Okay, the book goes to print on January 20th, but it's available right now as a pre-order at theredtsunami.com and also on Amazon. So the book goes to print January 20th, and you'll have it in your hot little hands in early February.
Also, that's the redtsunami.com. Pre-order your copy now. Early February is when it'll ship out, but it'll be released in the latter part of January. So thank you so much, Casey.
Thank you,
It's
April.
been a pleasure sitting down with you guys. And until next time, you guys, stay bold, stand firm, and above all else, stay unshakable. Grace and peace.